LeAnne Carswell here with the Expert Real Estate Team, and I'm here today with Betsy Salmons with On Q Financial or On Q Mortgage?
On Q Financial.
Okay, good deal. Well, welcome, Betsy. We are so
Thank
excited to have you here. What do you see right now are buyers and sellers' biggest concerns in the market?
The rates. Everybody's really, super sensitive about the rate. And what we always say on our team is you marry your house, you date your rate. In other words, you're always, you find the house that you love, your rate can always change. I mean, right now in the market, what we see is, as you know, the rental is going crazy. Buying a house is just a good investment no matter what the rates are. Historically speaking, the rates are better than they were. I mean, when I started in the business, they were 8.5%.
How do you help them overcome that?
Just getting them to understand that you're making an investment and it's like putting money in the bank. So if you buy a house, you're literally making a lifetime investment. And actually, it's better than putting your money in the stock market, let's face it, because your property is going to appreciate. If something happens, you could always sell your property, or you're setting yourself up for your future. You buy your house, you get comfortable, your income goes up, and then you go and you buy your next house, and then you may decide to rent this property, or you buy a beach house, and then you can Airbnb it. There's just so many opportunities, but you just got to get started.
But what about inflation? I mean, is now really a good time to buy a house?
Now's a great time to buy a house. One, I think you can probably help me with this one too, is I see where everybody was getting highest and best. It seems like people are coming down on their prices and everything's kind of stabilizing. It's just, it's a great market right now, turning into a buyer's market. So it's a great investment.
Now, what about credit scores? What's like the minimum credit score people are buying houses with these days?
I mean, it varies. It's, like for instance, right now I'm doing a mother that her mid score is 545, and she has her son. I mean, it's more of a down payment. You have to have more asset. Of course, it has to run through our system, but the son really wants his mom to have a house, and he is putting 10% down, going on the loan to strengthen the loan and allowing her to, buy her first house, which is awesome.
With that, what programs are you seeing most buyers utilize these days?
It varies, but FHA is a really good program. It's a 3.5% down program. It's more to the lower credit scores. Also, state housing is a great program that I don't think a lot of people really know about, and not all lenders are participate in. It'll give you an $8,000 grant. So you partner that up and you have limited money, one for like $1,000 or, very limited money in the transaction. So you can get in your house and it's not going to break the bank. Also, there's USDA, it's 100% financing. It seems what I've been seeing more so is that sellers are willing to pay closing costs. And so that helps the whole situation of more people being able to buy. And where rent's going right now, I mean, let's face it, you can buy a house cheaper than you can rent an apartment. I've had several buyers that have come just because their rent went up $300 or $400, and it was like, okay, it's time to buy.
What about homes that need some renovation that may not have been maintained or kept up or updated like they should have been?
We have great products for that. We have renovation loans that, so you find a house with great bones, but I don't like the kitchen, and you just want it, to update it. We can do that. We also can do the love it or list it type thing and tear down walls. We have programs that fit both. There's a FHA program that's really good, and then we also have a conventional program that works that way. So to kind of let you know about the program, what it is you get a contract on a house, and you have a contractor go and they place a bid based on what you want done to the house. And then we would take the contract on the house with the bid, and that is what your house would be appraised against. So it's the total of the contract to purchase plus the renovation. Of course, the house would have to appraise, but generally with where the market was and is, that's not an issue.
Are you seeing very many appraisal issues? as of late?
Actually, I've had a couple lately.
Really?
And I haven't had any. Yeah, I really have since I started back in the business. I hadn't seen any. Yeah, I've had a couple that were a little challenging, but generally, houses appraise, even with a VA, which is the appraisers are a little tighter on those. Houses seem to be appraising either the appraised value or, I'm getting some that are higher than the appraised value or with the contract price, excuse me.
I love it. Give us an example of things buyers should avoid doing while they're trying to buy a house or under contract?
Do not sign anything. What I like to say is anything you have to sign your name to, you do not need until after you close your house. So in other words, don't get a new credit card. Leave your credit like it is. Save your money. Do not change jobs. Please, please, please. Even if it's more money, leave everything just like it is. That's just very, very important. And save. Of course.
What about, do they need to be paying off debts? Anything like that?
Your loan officer lead guide and directs you on that, especially if you're already under contract. So if they see the need to pay off something, then what we usually do is we have it paid at the closing table. So that way we can verify it because the attorney is the keeper of the money and they're writing the checks. It's the path of least resistance, I like to say. Just kind of let me or whoever you decide to use as a loan originator, let them lead guide and direct you. So if you need to do anything while you're in the mortgage process, just wait, pick up the phone, call, just make sure that everybody's on the same page and that you don't do anything rash. One thing I'd like to throw out though is we are back having our on-time closing guarantee. And so what that means as a buyer and a seller is if OnQ does not close your loan on the contract date, then we pay the buyer and the seller $1,000. So we're that vested in our programs.
Okay.
Also we like to think that we're very competitive on the rates. We have a price match, so we like to get the opportunity to match the price to keep the business. If it makes sense, OnQ does it, which I love about this company.
I love it. Well, how can people reach out to you if they've got questions or interested in one of the programs that we've discussed today?
They can pick up the phone and call me on my cell. It is 864-321-0940. You can email me. I have a website. Actually, you can Google Betsy Salmons and it'll pull me up at OnQ and all my information. The best way is just to call me though. Just 864-321-0940. I'm here to answer questions. If you have any concerns, if you need help with your credit, we can work through that. It takes you a while to get hiccups in your credit and it's not immediate to fix your credit. Because somebody helped me, I like to help people get to the point where they can buy a house because I think everybody needs to experience that once in their life, at least.
I agree. And can you help non-occupying co-borrowers and or people who are doing investments?
We do second homes, we do investments. We actually have broker programs where we can do bank statement loans. With a non-occupying co-borrower, that's more of you have a borrower and they need help support on the loan, or you need the income to offset. So the non-occupying co-borrower, that's where that helps to strengthen the loan. But yeah, we do investments. We have a single close construction program, which I love. That's like my baby here, which we close up front and then we modify it at the end. It's as little as 3.5% down, and you can purchase your land at the same time at the closing. You can also take your land and use it as equity as your down payment. But we do we do conventional, FHA, VA, and USDA. We also do mobile homes.
Okay.
we do mobile homes very well. We do double wide mobile homes, and we also do single wides in a lot of instances. So
good deal.
All I can say is give me a call, and I will do all I can to help you with whatever your needs would be.
Absolutely. Well, anything I didn't ask that you feel like the folks out there listening would benefit from?
Purchase a house. just
Heck,
I know it's scary right now, but if you're renting, you're putting the money out there. You might as well own it.
Yeah.
Everybody, like I said, everybody just needs to experience it. It's a wonderful thing to know it's yours.
Now's the time to go shopping again.
Absolutely. And hey, Christmas is coming up. Get ready. buy yourself a house for Christmas, right?
I know. That sounds good to me. Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you being with us today, Betsy. We are so glad to do it. So glad to do it. Thank you so much.